Ida for not giving my boyfriend money? My boyfriend, 30M, and I, 28F, have been together for 6 years. He bounces around from job to job and has never saved up money. I don't get mad about his inconsistent work history because I understand wanting to find a job you love. We have lived together for 4 years, and there have been more than a handful of times where I've had to cover his portion of the bill or just give him cash so he can pay his credit card bills. I never ask him to pay me back. Rent has been skyrocketing these past few years, so last year we decided to buy a townhome. Due to his inconsistent work history and lack of savings, he had nothing to contribute toward our home. I couldn't qualify for the loan by myself, so my parents put their name on the loan and also contributed towards a down payment. His car broke down and he could no longer afford to fix it. I told him if we could find a cheap enough car I would go half and half with him. My parents had a friend selling their car for $2,000, so my parents bought it and allowed us to make payments towards them. The car lasted us a good amount of time, and then there was a $900 fix. He couldn't afford it. I ended up having to pay to fix it, and then I told him I would sell it if he couldn't handle the maintenance of a car. I sold it. Shortly after all that, my dad passed away. My siblings are MIA, so it was just me helping my mom. She didn't want to be alone, and she has enough land that we could build another house on the property. My boyfriend refused to move back in with parents because he considered that a step backwards in life. I moved back in with my mom to help her. He couldn't afford it on his own, so he moved back in with his dad. I sold our townhome and we broke up because he was expecting money from the sale. The last 3 months of living there he didn't pay his portion of the bills because he couldn't afford it. I told him he wouldn't be getting anything since he didn't contribute to the down payment, and I've had to pick up his end of things. Him, his friends, and family started telling me what a horrible person I was. We didn't talk for 3 months. He reached back out and let me know his dad had lung cancer, and it wasn't looking good. We ended up getting back together. Recently he has been giving me a hard time about the house sale and how he's struggling with finances. I don't want to see him struggle, but I am having a hard time justifying giving him money for his lack of work ethic and refusing to get financial help. Am I the asshole for not giving him money from the sale? Here's an idea. Offer to give him back everything he put into the house. Maybe even double it. Since he gave nothing, then he gets nothing. I agree with the other poster. You can do better. Unless you want a life of constantly supporting him, you should move on. Adults get jobs to support themselves. We'd all like to love our jobs, but sometimes you have to work the crappy ones in order to support yourself. NTA. You and your parents took all the risk buying the townhome. He deserves none of the proceeds of selling it. He didn't even pay towards it consistently. Why are you with this guy? He can't keep a job and can't support himself. What is he bringing to this relationship? This is uncharitable. I'm going to speculate that your BF decided to get back with you because he needs to prepare for a future where dad doesn't pay for his life. You have before, so you might do it again. NTA. He does not get equity because he didn't invest. He literally left you and your parents holding the bag. Whatever he did pay was rent, not a mortgage. You have to be able to qualify for a mortgage to get one. You and your parents qualified, he didn't. He may love you, who am I to judge, but he truly seems like he's financially dependent on you. He's probably realizing that he won't have anything unless you give it to him. It's one thing to help someone that is helping themselves. Is he? Only you can answer that. If he's in the same place where you left him, bouncing from job to job, not saving money, no car in sight, leave him where he is.